this right here. Shedeur, you're a good kid. Get out of there. Don't look for sympathy and support from local radio guy. Watch film. And again, it's not the end of the world. He is a good kid.
What if I told you the Cleveland Browns just took one of the most talented, most hyped, and most marketable rookie quarterbacks in recent memory and buried him so deep on the depth chart, he's practically invisible? Before we break down this shocking story, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the hottest NFL takes and insider updates. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Buckle up because this one's about to get real.
I think Shedeur, and I also think he moves much. He's not Dion. Everybody says, well, he got his mom's athletic ability. Well, his mom must be a good athlete because he moves well.
Shedeur Sanders is a name you've probably heard a lot lately. The son of NFL legend Dillon Sanders, Shedeur has been turning heads since his college days. But now, as a rookie in the NFL, he's doing more than just turning heads. He's dominating training camp, shredding defenses in preseason, and earning rave reviews from national analysts. Yet somehow, the Cleveland Browns have him sitting at QB4, fourth string. That's not just a questionable coaching decision. It feels deliberate, it feels political, and it's causing a firestorm. Colin Cowherd, one of the most respected and outspoken voices in sports media, didn't hold back. He went live on national television and absolutely torched the Browns for what he called QB depth chart disrespect. Today, we're breaking down exactly what Cowherd's self-inflicted wound Cleveland has suffered since the decision sent LeBron James to Miami. Cowherd was serious, no smirk, no jokes. You could tell he was about to drop something big. Then he said it. By a landslide, Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in Cleveland right now, and he's fourth on the depth chart. That's ridiculous. 14 words that exploded across social media. By a landslide is not a phrase Cowherd throws around lightly. He wasn't talking about potential or maybe someday. He was talking about right now. Based on everything we've seen, training camp, preseason, leadership, Shedeur isn't just competitive for some starting job. He's so far ahead of the others that the competition isn't even close. And yet, he's sitting behind 3 other quarterbacks. Cowherd's frustration was clear. This wasn't a casual opinion. It was a call-out, a condemnation. He was telling the Browns front office, coaching staff, and fans, "You're making a huge message." Shedeur's preseason debut, proof on the field. Let's rewind to August 8th. Shedeur Sanders' first NFL game action in the preseason against the Carolina Panthers. The big question wasn't whether Shedeur could play. It was whether the Browns would actually let him play. Some insiders predicted he'd only see garbage time snaps late in the fourth quarter, maybe a drive or two. But when Shedeur finally stepped into the huddle, he wasn't there to warm the bench. He was there to send a message. Here's the stat line from that game. 14 completions on 23 attempts, 138 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, 19 rushing yards. Final score? Browns 30, Panthers 10. The numbers speak for themselves, but the eye test was even more impressive. Shedeur's footwork was clean. His reads were quick and decisive. He threaded passes into tight windows like a seasoned veteran. In the red zone, he didn't force anything. He made smart, calculated throws. And when Carolina's pass rush closed in, he didn't panic. He rolled out, extended plays, and kept his composure. This wasn't a fluke. This was a quarterback ready for the big stage. Training camp numbers they don't want you to know. If you think that preseason game was a one-off, think again. Training camp reports had Shedeur putting up absurd numbers in drills and scrimmages. Multiple insiders reported stats like 34 completions on 44 attempts, 9 touchdowns, and only 1 interception, a 77% completion rate. 77%. As a rookie, in NFL-level practices, he was consistently one of the most accurate quarterbacks in camp. Hitting deep balls, threading intermediate routes, showing timing with receivers, you'd expect from a veteran who's been in the system for years. And yet, after all that production, all that consistency, and a preseason debut better than some veterans have had in years, he's still sitting at QB4. Who's ahead of him, and why that's a problem? Let's break down the Browns' quarterback depth chart right now. Joe Flacco, 39 years old, Super Bowl champion, but retired 6 months ago. Mobility? Gone. Consistency? Questionable. Kenny Pickett, currently injured. When healthy, he's been average at best. Last season, he threw 13 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. Dillon Gabriel, rookie. Talented, sure, but not putting up the numbers or showing the poise Shedeur has. That's it. Those are the 3 guys ahead of Shedeur Sanders. It's one thing to sit behind a prime Patrick Mahomes or a seasoned veteran with a proven track record. It's another to be behind a depth chart where every single player has either age, injury, or inexperience working against them, and still be the 4th option. Cowherd also offered his theory on why Shedeur isn't starting yet. It comes down to 2 words: Star power. Jimmy Haslam, the Browns owner, knows marketing. He knows ticket sales. He knows headlines. And Shedeur Sanders is a walking, talking, jersey-selling machine. The son of Deion Coach Prime Sanders. A quarterback with charisma, style, and a fan base that stretches from Boulder to Cleveland and beyond. Cowherd hinted the Browns may have drafted Shedeur as much for business as for football. That doesn't mean Shedeur can't play. Clearly, he can. But it means the team might be managing his rollout like a product launch. Too soon, and you risk him burning bright before the rest of the team is ready. Too late, and you lose momentum. The dirty politics of QB depth charts. Here's the dirty little secret in the NFL. Depth charts aren't always about who's best. They're about who fits the plan. If Shedeur wins the job right now, what happens to Joe Flacco? What happens when Kenny Pickett gets healthy? Do you bench a Super Bowl MVP? Do you risk turning the locker room into Team Shedeur versus Team Flacco? Coaches hate quarterback controversies. They want clean, clear transitions. And the Browns might be slow-playing Shedeur to avoid a mid-season circus. The problem? That's a losing strategy when the future is already the best option in the present. The fans see through it. Browns fans aren't dumb. They know talent when they see it. After the Panthers game, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all flooded with clips of Shedeur's throws. Captions like QB1 now and the Sanders era starts today trended everywhere. His jersey? Already one of the top-selling rookie jerseys in the NFL before a regular season snap. That's insane. The city is ready. The fans are ready. The only people who don't seem ready are the Browns themselves. Why by a landslide matters. Cowherd's phrasing is key. He didn't say slightly better. He didn't say it's close. He said by a landslide, meaning the gap between Shedeur and the next QB is so wide, denying him the starting spot isn't just wrong. It's offensive to logic. When a respected national analyst is this blunt, it's not just sports talk. It's a challenge. It's daring the Browns to prove him wrong. So far, they haven't. The danger of mishandling a young QB. Here's where it gets dangerous for Cleveland. Mishandle a young quarterback's early years and you risk losing him forever. We've seen it before. Josh Rosen in Arizona, Dwayne Haskins in Washington, even Justin Fields in Chicago. Young QBs need confidence from their organization. They need meaningful reps. If they feel buried, overlooked, or underappreciated, they start thinking about the next team before their rookie contract even ends. The Browns can't afford that. Not after decades of quarterback instability. Not after finding a fifth-round gem with this much upside. After one. This isn't just about Shedeur Sanders. This is about the Browns' future. It's about whether the franchise is willing to make the bold move when the opportunity is right in front of them. Colin Cowherd didn't mince words. He looked at the tape, the stats, the poise, and said, by a landslide, Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in Cleveland right now. If the Browns can't see it, or worse, refuse to act on it, they're not just benching a rookie, they're benching the hope of a city. And in Cleveland, that's a mistake you might never recover from. Shedeur Sanders is more than just a quarterback. He's a cultural phenomenon, a marketing machine, a beacon of hope for a franchise that's been searching for stability at the most important position for years. The Browns have a rare talent in their hands. The question is whether they have the courage to put him in the spotlight where he belongs. If they don't, history shows us what happens to young QBs who get buried. And if they do, the Browns might just have found their franchise quarterback for the next decade. So what do you think? Is Shedeur Sanders the future of the Browns? Or is the team making a huge mistake by keeping him on the bench? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives and NFL updates.